Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising. Welcome to Ethernal Realms and welcome to your December reading. So we have here the overall message of what's taking place in this month for you and also the top 3 highlights of this month. Then we get into your tarot, oracle, blessings and your astro dice. So let's see what we have for you. So December is about growth here with the first quarter moon. Some intentions that you have planted before, you can see the signs of them growing. It can also be that your efforts are starting to show some first signs of growth here. A lot of zodiacs have gotten this particular card, so I'm really curious in what way this growth is happening for you. The first highlight we have here is hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. So yeah, you could be taking a break here quite literally. You could be traveling someplace where you would feel very relaxed, or even if you're not traveling, just at home, being surrounded by cozy basically would be a very good idea for this month. And then we have elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay, so you could be traveling for a holiday, but it can also talk about taking a journey by reading adventure novels, for example, or listening to people with different encounters or different life stories and so on, which just opens your perspective in a different type of way. You can be reconnecting with people you have lost communication for quite some time. I don't know why I'm getting that, but elephants are known to have very strong memory. So I'm thinking someone that you have connected with before from a long time ago, they could be coming back around into your life and you are reconnecting with them and you feel very wise at the end of it, either by noticing how far you have come since the last time you guys spoke, or by the way that you kind of deal with the connection in itself. Okay, so we have a month of the year for you at the very end. So I'm curious what that is. We have March, and that can talk about spring, kind of new blossoms coming around, and I think that's representing the growth here. But also it can be something that begins at this time, coming to fruition in March of next year, or it can be something you have already begun in March, is showing signs of growth. Kind of, it depends on where you are of the spectrum at this point. Okay, so let's see your tarot cards, then we'll get into the oracle and the blessings. First, oh wow, we have the 6 of Cups here, which is about reconnecting. So meeting someone from the past. It can also be observing how far you have come, the past, present and future, timelines kind of making sense and forming a particular pattern. There is a sense of nostalgia as well. You could be going home to your family home, for example, for this month, and you might be looking through your childhood pictures or the friends you've connected with. They might also be there in the same place, so you have a chance to get together here. But overall, it's a very good card for fond memories and nice times in general. Okay, then for those of you interested in love, this can also talk about new love blossoming, and it can be someone related to the past. Okay, then we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a very family card, and being a Cancerian, you love home and family. That is of some priority there. Taking rest and giving yourself space and time to kind of just get your energies back up is a very good idea this month. I see you connecting with your family regardless of where you are in the world. You're connecting with them very deeply, and it's jogging a lot of memories here, although it is likely that you might be traveling home at this time, or family is visiting you. Okay, so home, family, environment coming back around, and I'm feeling a very warm and cozy vibe. You see many children. I see a lot of pets here. So if you have pets, you can be connecting with them, or you might be acquiring a pet of your own that feels like family here, or at least you're thinking about that. Okay, then we have the Knight of Swords. Can talk about physical movement, but also mental movement, which we saw with hammock and the elephant. So there is a feeling of exploration and going on a quest. It can be an internal quest, but it can also be something that you're very driven towards, something that is very meaningful to you, not something, especially with the combination of these cards, it's not something that is of a mental prowess to you as such, but instead it will make you feel very fulfilled, make you feel stable, and as if you have tied together loose ends of sorts. So having any conversations that are saying things that are left unsaid, and wrapping up things before moving on to the next phase. And I'm hearing, I'm ready for the next part. The Knight of Swords is like very sure and determined and single-minded focus. It has that idea and it is completely committed to following up on those dreams. Next, we have the Page of Pentacles, which can talk about learning something new. It can be new foundations. Again, I'm getting a cozy vibe, and it's extremely emphasized in your reading. I've started recording from Pisces, and since then, I think this would be the coziest vibe I'm getting here. There are some other zodiacs. I think Capricorn got a very holiday vibe, but yours is more like comfort and stuff like that. So you can be learning something new. So that would be a mental exploration of sorts. You can be wiser at the end because you're literally learning something. You can be picking up a new hobby and spending some quality time with it. But Page of Pentacles is also having the resources. You can get some news as well that helps you move forward in a direction of your desire. It can be related with your ambitions as well, with the swords and the pentacles there, which is going to help you afford a better home, or kind of expand your home, renovate your home, something of that sort, if that's what you are wanting. So financial, material stability, and also mental expansion, and you're resting your heart in general, you're kind of recuperating. Okay, then we have the moon here, which would be your ruler, and it connects with the psychic intuition. It's also about paying attention to your emotional body, seeing what would make you feel good, and making it a priority to soothe yourself. The moon also talks about insecurities, fears, and uncertainties in general. Something is unclear. So it can be that you're clarifying things that have been left unsaid, like I said earlier, but the moon kind of brings that up once more. The untold stories of the past, that's something I hear. Some of you could be delving into your lineage, learning about your ancestry, and finding new meaning, new nuggets of information in there that just helps you make sense of your own life, kind of helps you plan better for your future as well. With the Page of Pentacles, I love the posture here, and that's really standing out to me. It's like you're more stable on one leg than you were on two before, because you have new knowledge and perspective coming towards you. Your intuition is also guiding the path for you in this month. In some way, you are being called for a specific purpose, especially with the Knight of Swords there. The goal is not yet visible, but that does not mean that you can't get started. It's like taking a head start, kind of taking stock of everything that you have built so far, feeling very secure with where you are at this point, and looking forward with a fresh perspective. I don't see a baggage or expectation that you have. Of course, you have your hopes and dreams, and you're definitely driven in a direction. And you being a cardinal sign, you're quite action oriented. But I'm not feeling a lot of heavy weighted energy, especially with the Six of Cups there. It's something that would make you feel good. And while you may not know how exactly it pans out or how far it goes, or etc., the details are not really your top priority at this point. So if you're wanting to have a conversation with someone, then you're just going to go and say your piece. You're not really expecting them to contribute similarly, or even be super open or whatever. There's not much expectation from the other side. You're doing your bit and you're leaving the rest. Okay. Next, we have Collaboration of Souls, which can talk about harmony and, like it says, collaboration, working with someone else. Could be talking with one other person. It can be relating with a partner as well, going home and connecting with one other person most deeply. Could be a relationship situation as well. We have card number 6 coming up once more, corresponds with the Lover's energy, and also that 6 of Cups right there. Then we have limitations inspire innovations. So creative thinking, practical approach, and being guided by your intuition here. All three things coming around. And yeah, it's just saying get creative, get clever, resourceful, and creative. Okay. And anything that has been inhibiting you, because that's the downside of the Ten of Pentacles, right? It's like tradition and hierarchy. This is how it has always been, and we know that this is how generations can progress. So let's continue on the same procedure, let's do the same thing, and blah blah blah. But you might not agree with every single thing that has been passed down from your generations. So you might kind of push back on a certain thing, and you don't know how that would pan out. Although I think you are more tactful and you're like measured in your approach, so it's not about lashing out and being rebellious or anything. It's just, okay, so how do we manage here? How do we get out of that sticky situation? Could be a family asking you to have children or settle down, have a family, etc. And you might not be there at this time. You might want to keep studying more, or you want to feel more stable in your career, in your studies, in life in general, before you get into all of that. So you might be kind of pushing back at that, and that can leave you feeling a little bit insecure as to where you lie in that family. But apart from that, yeah. Okay, then we have youthful love, and yeah, it can be a childhood love or friendship that comes around and you're talking to them or reconnecting with them. Then we have rainbows and messages. So there are some signs and synchronicities that could come around you. So for example, you're thinking of something and then you see the number 222, which would be a confirmation of yes, go ahead with a particular, relationship, for example, or a choice that you're trying to make. But it can also be some messages you get in your dreams or through your intuition, the subconscious, because the moon there is like, if you're trying to look for logic, you might not find it this month. You're gonna have to tune inward and see what fits right for you, because it's not one answer that fits everybody. It's not one philosophy that just works for every single person, every single situation, right? So there are many different times where we just have to go with it and see where that takes you, and we just have to think about what that means for us and so on. So that level of introspection can lead you to a lot of profound answers that can pave the way for a stronger foundation for you, your family, and all future generations that you choose. Okay. Wow, it kind of raced through your reading, but I'm amazed at how clear this is. So your instincts and your intuition are totally on point. You have creative problem-solving abilities, which is going to be super useful. A Page of Pentacles wants to be an expert and wants to have the King of Pentacles position, but you can only go to the kingship through a lot of experiences. It's not just given to people, right? So that would mean that you have enough abundance that you can give to yourself and be generous with everyone else. You have proven to be worthy. You are definitely experienced through life's ordeals. It's not something that comes easy, but you know who is truthfully yours. You are very loyal to your work, to your aspirations, and so on. And that truly it resonates a lot with the Cancerian qualities. But over here we're talking about loyalty to childhood friends or the previous promises that have been made, whether it is to the family or to friends or to relationships of the past and so on, that coming around, being resolved or kind of remade as well, reestablished, with the Page of Pentacles being kind of communicating that again, or making it very clear to every single person involved, and then moving on from that point here. Okay, some of you involved, like meditation would be super helpful here with the moon there. Okay, so let's see your astro dice. December, please, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Pluto, Taurus, and the third house. You can be connecting with some siblings here. Let's see, let's zoom in there. You can be reconnecting with some siblings, traveling someplace. It might be close by that you're going, but there is like a strong bond there. Taurus is about finances and stability once more. So you can be concerned about that, not in a like a worrying way, but you might like want to multiply it or make sure that you're definitely secure for the future. So you're coming up with different financial ideas, trying to kind of see what would fit well for you. If you're a Cancer rising, then, Taurus would be in your 11th house. Again, that would be long distance travels. It could be connecting with someone from a different background, but someone you have met before. So previous contacts and networks can come back alive. Perhaps you're looking for a new job or a new opportunity. And again, you're looking through the previous connections that you have made. And one of those is proving to be useful for the future. But you're starting communication in this month, and your purpose is to enhance your financial and material stability. The Pluto being there, it's about transformation and massive overhaul. It is very deeply powerful planet there. It's about personal growth, transformation, and being able to see the truth for what it is, not trying to run away, because ultimately that's not working. So it's about seeing it, facing it, and being friends with it, essentially, so that you can reintegrate all the lost parts of yourself and become more and more powerful. I feel like with the moon there, you are radiating this month, and I think different people are wanting to connect with you. Taurus is a more passive sign, and it attracts people. So while you are busy busy focusing on your aspirations, kind of seeing what would be feasible, what would be the correct path for you down the line, whether that is in a career sense or just life stability, etc. While you're doing that, other people are just being magnetized towards you. People you're surrounded by in your community, neighbors, etc., they might want to get to know you better in some way. Taurus is a private sign, Pluto is a private sign. Perhaps you do not enjoy this type of intrusion here, so you can feel limited even though you're not really. So limitations inspire innovations. Perhaps you learn a different way of communicating with people or a different way of escaping such difficult situations, and now you have sort of a new lease on life or something. With the Page of Pentacles, it kind of gives you a fresh new canvas. It's like, okay, go right ahead. If you already have a family and you have been busy kind of catering to them, or you're working from home and so on, you might want to go back to kind of working in an office, for example, or doing your own thing and expanding your network in that manner. So Page of Pentacles adopts some new courses like marketing or how to establish your own website, etc., so that it can kind of expand itself in a completely new direction. Right? So all in all, it's quite expansive, and you're oriented and focused on something. Meanwhile, other things are happening on the side. I don't see that like bothering you too much. You're kind of just redirecting your efforts and focus in a direction that is best suited for you. There can be, like I said, with the moon, some things that obviously are unknown and beyond your control, but it can make you feel like, oh, geez, like, do I have to deal with that right now? That can feel like a limitation or an unknown territory, but once again, it's not a deal breaker, because you have the necessary help and you have enough resources to get you through anything. You're not like falling apart or anything here, okay? So please don't be worried. It's like a minor snag of some sort, and it can be triggered by a sibling, or in some cases a mother figure as well, because we talk about family and that. But yeah, it can be like fears of a past returning or a past repeating. That could be here. But again, that is not stopping you from pursuing whatever you want to. So that is great. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Cancers. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the reading resonated and that it helps you out. Let me know your thoughts. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I will see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye.